the worst thing about being a costume designer?
The worst part of being a costume designer, I will have to say, is probably laundry.
It's a very real thing that I have been the number of times in small and large productions where people have asked me to change the color of a built costume versus changing a lighting cue is really high. And it just goes to tell me that people do not understand proportionally the amount of work that goes into those two changes.
Often I am sometimes the only woman at the table, and sometimes I'm the only person in my entire department. And sometimes when I look across the table, even directorially or at choreography, but especially at my counter design departments, they have help.
The worst thing about the job is coordinating schedules with the actors, just trying to get everybody's time aligned so that I have enough time to do what I need in a fitting.
Even if it's brand new clothes, it's like there might be a stain here or there might be something like that. And that's always the part that I hate doing.
But also there seems to never be enough time or ever enough money to do what I would dream to do.
One of the things that is most challenging about my job is that I joke that I'm in customer service as well. And so a lot of my job is convincing people to wear things they don't want to wear, or convincing a director to at least look at my idea before we reject it.
The worst part about being a costume designer is that historically we are not paid as much or valued as much as our male counterparts in the room.
Sometimes I wind up the recipient of feelings that have nothing to do with me or my work, you know. The process is very frustrating for a variety of reasons, and costume designers seem to be the sympathetic shoulder and ear.
At a bigger house, theatrically, yes, there's a staff. But if you look at the way that the staff is tiered and how much they're paid and their job security, they tend to not be paid as much as their male counterparts too, all the way down the line in our industry.
All you can really do is try to be supportive and collaborative and encourage the process to move forward with that information.
Pay transparency. We don't do that. We tend to not do that. As artists, we don't even really like to talk about it with ourselves. Like, I don't want to quantify my art for you, so I'm not really even going to admit to myself that I'm probably not making what I should make on this. Pay transparency between departments can save a lot of the industry, right? Just talking about how much you make and whether or not it is a justifiable living for the amount of work and labor that you're putting in.